So this is the world's longest RC car. Trouble is, it's not very good, and you guys wanted to see a better one. So in this video, that's what we're gonna do. So basically, we've got a Traxxas X-Max, cut it in half, and then bolted each end onto a snowboard. The trouble is, an X-Max chassis is not flat, so trying to get this sort of bendy chassis onto a flat snowboard, it wasn't very good, and it ended up breaking off all the time, and as you can see, it's not on there very good. And also, it's only two-wheel drive, and to make it four-wheel drive, we would somehow have to find the shaft to get the power all the way from this end to this end. Or do we? So to make this project work better, we need an RC car with a flat chassis, and we need a victim. You will do. So this is the Armour Creighton 8S, and it's got a flat chassis, so that should bolt onto here perfectly. So first, we've got to get the X-Max off of the snowboard, and then we can fit a new car. What happened? Right, so that fits on there perfect. Drill a few holes, bolt it on there, and we stick this on the rear. We've got to somehow attach this drive shaft all the way back into there. But looking how flexible the chassis is, it's probably going to be a bad idea.
I think I have a solution.
Oh, it's Christmas every day. So here's what I'm thinking. Here we got the front end, we've got a motor, transmission, everything in there. Then here, if we cut the front of this one off, we can have another motor and have it four-wheel drive, twin motor. And 16S lipos, yes! So all that we need to do now is screw that onto that, and then hopefully it's going to work. Oh, and we've got to fit a motor to the back as well. Oh, it's coming together, guys. We're going to have to trim a little bit of snowboard off to make it line up nicely. Same on the back. Then we can bolt it on, and then we can go rip. So there we have the world's longest RC car. And what about making, like, the world's shortest? What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments. But anyway, all we got to do on here now is wire it up, make the body fit, and then we can go rip. And we got this snowboard the other way up now. So now it's actually bowing the right way. And I think it's going to be good, guys. So next, we're going to put some tyres under it to stop it from shooting off, put some batteries in and see if it works. Here we go, 16S and 60 volts. Here we go, memento of truth. ESC1 on. Why has that one just turned himself on? Ah, hold on. I know why. We're powering it all with 2 speed controllers. We need to cut the power lead on this one. There's the front one. The rear one is doing nothing at the minute. So I think we get the red wire, go into the rear ESC and snip it. Right, try again. Right, now we should have 4-wheel drive. Oh, well, this one is flashing, so maybe it needs calibrating. Okay, so to calibrate, we turn it off. Then we hold that button. So we press 1. Now we've got to hit full throttle. Trouble is, that's going to go full throttle. Now, while that's going full throttle, we've got to hit that button again. Right, let me put you on the tripod. This could all go badly wrong. Yes, it's working. We got 4-wheel drive, but we do have a small problem. Watch. Are you ready? That end's going forward and this end's going backwards, but no problem. All we have to do is get a couple of these motor wires, pull them out, swap them over. Alright, you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, it's working. Oh dear, look at that. Poor carpet. Anyway, next, we've got to make this body fit. There we go, and ready to rip. So we're just about to take it out, and I've got these brand new lipos here to test out. So these batteries here are from Black Roku. They're 4S's, 130C and 650 milliamp hours. And that's all techno babble, and apparently it's good. And the best way to explain is probably comparing these numbers here to a petrol engine or gasoline engines for you Americans. So first of all, you've got the milliamp hours. This is the size of the battery, how much energy is inside there. The bigger this number, the longer your run time's going to be. So imagine this here, it's the size of the fuel tank. The bigger that number, the bigger the fuel tank. Next, we got the C rating. That's how fast the power can come out of the battery. So imagine that as being like the fuel lines on your petrol engine. The bigger the fuel lines, the more fuel can be supplied to the engine. And next, we have the S. And S is how many cells there are in that battery pack. So this being a 4S means there is 4 cells in that battery. So imagine this is like the power of your fuel. Maybe like your octane or like your nitro level. The higher that number, the more power there is giving it to the motor. So we're going to be running it on 4 of these batteries. So 4S, 8S, that's to go into the front end. And then we've got another 8S to go into the rear end. 16S, anybody? Yes! By the way, if you want to know where you can get these batteries from and everything else that you can see in this video, I'm going to put a link to all of that down below. And with this build being really heavy, that's really going to push these lipos to their limit. So if they hold up, then I think we can safely say that they're good batteries. Or if they don't hold up, they might puff up and catch fire. In this video, we're going to see. A lot of you guys always ask me what charger that I use, and it is this charger here. It is a Prodigy from ProTech. I'm going to put a link to this charger down below. The good thing with this is that you can charge 4 lipos all at the same time. People always ask me, what power are you supposed to set the charger to? So, what you want to do first is have a look at the battery and see if it tells you what amperage you charge the battery at. If it doesn't tell you, then take the milliamp hours and charge it at that rate. So if it's a 6,500, then you want to charge it at 6.5 amps. Don't charge it any more than that unless the battery tells you you can. Otherwise, you might run the risk of the battery exploding. So while that's charging up, let's have a quick look around the shop so I can show you guys what else we got coming up in future videos. The monster truck is nearly ready to fire up. Here are the big tyres that are going to go on it. It's got a Chevy C10 body. We just took it off so we could do a bit of work on the hydraulics. Transmission's in, engine's all plumbed up. We're going to get that bad boy running soon. This jalopy, I'm still trying to decide whether to supercharge it or turbocharge it or maybe just leave it. I don't know. The 80cc Raminator with the Taylor RC 80cc engine in there. It needs to have another tank put through it to run it in. I've got a couple of upgrades coming for that. A couple of prototypes that I've got to test. So I'm going to put them on, see if it holds up, and video on that soon. The electric raminator is going to get more lipos. We tried to make it 12S in the previous video. We put this thing in it, and it didn't really work. It stopped working after a while. These are cheap and cheerful, maybe not so cheerful. So we're going to try a flyer ESC in that one and see how that does. And I think then we can even run it on 22S, but no idea if that motor's going to take it. Probably not. Then this raminator, I want to put a different engine into it. I'm not sure what engine yet. We're not going to go for maximum power like this one. This one's a little bit overkill. This one we're going to be a little bit more conservative, have it a little bit more reliable, but we want a little bit more power than stock. And I'm probably going to make it rear wheel steer as well. Here we have a Top Force Evolution. This was my childhood dream RC car. So I've just built it and we're going to take it racing to see how it performs. This was actually my first RC car that I ever had. Well, this was a re-release. This was my first hobby grade RC car, but I've done a few upgrades to it, or what I thought was upgrades back in the day. And this is how it was when I first got it. This was like a re-release. I built this a couple of years ago. There's a video on that on this channel. And if this thing is successful today, I've got some future plans for it. I want to see if this can do 100 mile an hour off-road. I've been trying to do it with this thing since forever, and I think it's just too small. I think the wheels are too small. There's not enough ground clearance. It's just not big and manly enough to go fast on grass. That, I think, maybe it can. Also, maybe long jump competitions. Who knows? Maybe we can put 2 giant motors into it, and maybe 2 22S ESCs. 44S. Maybe. We'll see how it goes today. But anyway, subscribe so you don't miss it. Right, batteries are charged. Let's rip!
Another one of these bloody contraptions.
Get him in, boy. What I think we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to go for a quick speed run, see how fast it goes, and then we're going to go and give it some hell somewhere else. Monstrosity out of here. I'm hoping we get about 50 out of it.
Well, that? No way.
No way. Front speed controller, the back one. Oh! Oh! Oh. 56 mile an hour. Success! Look at the state of that. Just where that van is, there's a bin, and someone has to do that. Awful. This bloody door. Stay. Oh. Cut it in. You've got to take one up. Oh, Jesus. Cut that bit out. From there, hit that. We've got to land up on top of that. Right, here we go. Flat out to the moon. Oh! Oh! Oh my God, look what's eaten! Look at that! Well, that was pretty durable, wasn't it? Normally, when we did it with the X-Max, the X-Max just landed there. But this thing landed all the way over there. Look, you can see where it landed in there, look. Guys, this could be a long jump record contender in the future video. I can't believe I did it. Look at it, it's going everywhere. We're going to get through long stuff here. Ready? Uh-oh. The GoPro's gone. Landed there. Oh, there it is. We got it, we got it, we got it. Oh, there we go. Hello. Welcome back. Guys, that thing absolutely rips. I cannot believe how well it handles. I definitely want to take this thing to Arc Raceway, because I really reckon I can win some serious races with it. I can just go everywhere flat out and it takes it. Because normal cars, I just want to wheel in, flip up and fall over. This thing is just planted. It just goes everywhere. All right, skate park over there. Let's send it to the moon and see how durable it is. Look, flat out. I don't have any RC cars that you can go this speed, off-road, flat out. Look at it. If this hit your leg, guaranteed amputation that would be. You want to try it out?
No thanks.
So when we done the X-Max, that was kind of like a fad just to make a funny YouTube video. But this thing is actually good. It's actually functional. We're going to keep it. Like the X-Max we took apart again, that one we're going to keep. So that is a skateboard thing, as you can see. Here's a mound. We're going to take a run up from across here and try and land it on top of that. If it goes wrong, we hit into that. It's going to be maximum carnage. All right, here we go. Whoa! What the? What? I've never had an RC car fly that far. It normally lands on it or next to it, but not completely cleared it. Oh my God! Come on, out! Ouch with you! Man, it handles so good! Cameraman is not an RC person.
Don't get me involved with this.
Just mind your ankles.
I don't even know what forward is or back.
He can edit videos, but he can't drive RC. Mind your ankles. Well, I'm getting on this. Stand on here so you don't kill yourself. But don't break it. He's doing it right for a beginner, isn't he? Don't crash it. Oh! Is he having fun?
Oh, yeah.
It's not his, is it?
Here we go.
Oh, I think it's killed it. All right, I think we'll have to nurse it back over to Andy the Landy. Future video, we're going to speed run it with bigger motors. We're going to do long jump competition with it. Cheers, bro. We're going to see if we can get 100 mile an hour out of it off-road. We're going to see how far we can jump it long jump. And any other idea, guys, comment down below. So these batteries, they've worked perfectly. No puffing, plenty of power. Oh, this came out. That came out. Normally with lipos, load them up like we did there with flat out and something heavy. That really tests them to their limit. And these batteries are taking it perfectly. So I was sceptical, but so far we're looking good. Link to all this junk down below.